Alright, welcome to Mainland Cycle Center. This is a brand new 2012 Kawasaki ZX14R Ninja. Obviously this one's in the blue, but brand new model. It's the first real close-up look we've had at these other than at the dealer show. It's the first one we've gotten in. It's a beautiful bike, a lot of new upgrades to it. We're going to walk around it a little bit, show you some of those. But this one's in stock and available for sale. Of course, when you see this bike, I think it definitely looks like a ZX14. It definitely, no doubt when you see it, that it's a ZX14. But they did change the fairings up a little bit. Those of you that are familiar with the ZX14s will recognize this is different. This nose kind of peaks down a little more. I think that on the other ones, this area is certainly different. Kawasaki really redesigned this to try and get more heat away from the rider. They also have some better heat management on this bike as far as the motor is concerned, so that it runs cooler. 2 radiator fans now on it, and they changed a few other things, but they say it definitely runs cooler than the previous year model ZX14s. They upped the displacement on these. The old, or the previous ZX14s, were 1352 cc's. These are 1441 cc's. So upped it almost 100 cc's, about 90. The wheels are lighter. They say it took about 3 pounds out of the wheels, and you can see that these spokes on the wheels here are thinner than the previous models, and definitely cool looking, very lightweight and intricate looking. There's your rear disc brake. Has the pedal style rotor. These little cuts in the rotor help to dissipate heat. Gives it more surface area for dissipating heat. These bikes do have traction control and power modes, so this little deal right here, and there's a little trigger for it right there, measures wheel speed, and that's for the traction control. Of course, you can see the new ZX14R on the end. The R is new. Still has the clear lenses and the white LED rear tail light. We're going to turn this bike on in a minute, show you what some of that stuff looks like with it on. These do come from the factory with the Solo cowl. They did change the seat up a little bit. It's more of a saddle style seat, so it's thinner up here at the front, and it has a little better back section in it here so that you really can fit in there good without maybe sliding back as much. They do come standard with a little tape protector on them. Take a look at this side of the bike. Very cool looking bike. Of course, you can see the thinner spokes there on the front wheel, and it has the pedal style rotors there also. These of course are fuel injected. These are also ram air. There's your ram air. So as you're riding along, air is being forced into here and literally pressurizes the air box to help air be forced into the motor. So it's kind of free horsepower, you know. At high speed, there's definitely some air getting pushed into there. The projector style headlights, like we saw in the previous CX14s, are still there. There's your wheel sensor for the traction control on your front wheel. 4-piston disc calipers, radially mounted. Has the radial master cylinder on the front, which means that as you push this lever, this piston is moving like this, as opposed to like this. It gives you a better feel on that master cylinder. Clutch cover. Right here is where you check your engine oil. There's your oil fill. There, your rear brake lever. Alright, let's turn it on. Take a look at the dash. So got a key right here. And this is pretty cool. Hopefully y'all can see what the dash does there. Pretty sweet. So this looks a little different than the previous models. It's similar, of course, but you've got a little button here, and this little button, if you push this button, that's going to scroll through the deals on the dash. So current miles per gallon, average miles per gallon, estimated fuel range on the amount of fuel remaining, your battery voltage, outside air temperatures, a little cool today, and then back to current miles per gallon. And then if you push this button down here, that's going to scroll the odometer right there. So there's odometer. This bike's got 1 mile on it. Trip meter A, again 1 mile. Trip meter B, 1 mile, and then back to the odometer. And then to change, this bike has a power mode. It's got a full power and a low power mode. And then the KTRC is the Kawasaki traction control. And there's 3 modes on that. So to change those, you would push the select here in the middle. So if we push that here, then the power mode button starts to flash. And then if we push this button down, it go to low power. And if we push it back up, it goes to full power. If we push the select again, then we go to the traction control, and there's 3 modes there, 2 and 3, and then we go back to those different modes. And of course you've got a fuel gauge, your temperature there, speedo, tach, and then up here on these lights you've got neutral, you've got your turn signal indicators, left, right, high beam indicator. I guess we've got to have it started and have a headlight on to do the headlight. There you go, high beam indicator, high low beam. And then it probably has a oil temperature, and then it has a couple other lights. It'll probably flash on the dash and tell you what you're looking at there. So they really tried to dress this cockpit up a little bit. They added these stainless steel rings around the gauges there. Give the bike a little more sophisticated feel. This nut here has the little machining on it, very nice looking. There you've got hazard lights here, turn your hazard lights on, right there. Right back here is a pass button, and that lets you flash the high beam, right there. And then high beam and low beam, horn, engine off and run, and then your start button. So let's crank it up again. We're not going to rev it a whole lot. It is a brand new bike, not been broken in or anything. So very cool. Let's see what else is new. So we got the new seat. I don't know if I mentioned it has this little basket weaving here on the side. It's pretty cool. But just lots of new stuff on it. I got a chance to talk to Ricky Gadsden at the dealer show. He was really liking this bike. Said he was going 0.3 of a mile faster compared to a stock ZX14. I think since this bike's been introduced, he's done some pretty incredible numbers on it for you drag race guys. But just a really fun bike, whether you're drag racing. A lot of guys sport tour on these bikes. It's a fun bike just for regular street riding. It's very smooth, very comfortable for a sport bike and sport bike standards. So, but there you have it. Hopefully we'll get some more colors of these in pretty soon. But just a great looking bike. Now you've got these 2 little lights come on when you turn the key on. And then the 2 bottom lights are on for low beam. We'll turn the high beams on. And then on the high beam you get the other lights on. So that's everything on right there. It does have the LED tail light in the back. LED tail light in the back, the red LEDs. So there you have it. That's the 2012 Kawasaki ZX14R Ninja. We are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located about 30 minutes south of downtown, Houston, just off of I-45 in LaMarque, Texas. Our website is mainlandcyclecenter.com. Our phone number is 409-948-4969. And we'd love for you to give us a call, shoot us an email. Just let us know how we can help. We'd love to do it. Thanks for watching.